With Juan the Kraken Adams, man, TKO win here at Fury 46, man. How's it feel to get back in your hometown, fight in front of a live crowd, here, just what the atmosphere?
Honestly, man, that atmosphere is unmatched. I fought in the UFC Houston card, and it really wasn't the same because, I didn't get that big of a, that much noise for anyone. It's great to have the fans back in this sport, especially when a sport in its fledgling years, as MMA is, the fan base is really what's going to drive it and take it to that mainstream. And we're close, but we're still not all the way there, You watch NFL, MLB, other sports stars, they're watching MMA right now because it's one of the main things that's going on. And it's funny, we're being the entertainment to what normally is entertainment.
Exactly, man. Guys that are tuning in, MMA has kind of like kept the sports world going.
Yeah.
Because they were the only sport active. Man, it was a long time. Was there any ring rust in there at first?
There definitely was some ring rust, and it's weird. I'm very active in my training. I train with 7 other heavyweights. There's people similar to his body style, but no one really quite matches his style. The closest I could think of was Maurice Green when it comes to striking. And Jeremy's a little bit faster, but Maurice is a little bit longer. So gauging that distance, I ate a few, and I'm like, damn, this dude hits harder than I remember because we used to train together when I was an amateur. And then he's throwing those knees in there, and I was like, oh crap, this is new. Then it's like I started firing back, and I'm like, oh yeah, I hit hard too. And then I got him on the cage, and I knew I had a wrestling advantage. He's dangerous on the ground. He's a brown belt, and I knew that, so I knew all of my jiu-jitsu had to be really technical. I didn't want to overcomplicate anything, so I kept it real simple, really stuck to more of a wrestling ride, and that key lock is what I do on the back leg. I was really sitting on that ankle, and he tried to overextend it, and I didn't know what happened. I just felt a lot of resistance go away, and I'm sitting there just hitting him, waiting for the stoppage.
Man, you look great in there, like you said. You kept it simple. Do what you do, touch him up a little bit, then take him to the ground, and then finish him out pounding. What did you tell Hardy back there?
Back there I told him that there was no malicious intent on anything I did. I was actually trying to get information for where they're taking him so I can message his wife. He doesn't really have any contact with him right now. They're all focused on him getting everything ready, but I just wanted to let him know one more thing he didn't have to worry about. So I'm telling her where they went so she can go meet him there at the hospital.
Hey Juan, any shout-outs you want to give out to your family, friends, and sponsors?
Yeah, real big shout-out to my family. I moved out to New Mexico before this fight to kind of get away from everything in Houston. There's a lot of people know, there's also a lot of people don't know. It wasn't, to disrespect my first gym, Paradigm Training Center. It wasn't to disrespect the Fight Lab. It wasn't really to disrespect anyone. I just needed to get away from my own mental clarity, my own mental health, and the training was a plus side. And next, and mostly, I'd like to thank my team over at JacksonWink, man. This is a win for all of us, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. Even when you're pissing me the hell off, making noise late at night in the dorms, I appreciate you guys because it's a constant reminder of, where I came from. It's also a reminder that there's people out there coming and gunning for you all the time. So can't thank them enough. Obviously, all my sponsors. Shout out Dre Segura, big shout out to him. These guys over at Stacked Nutrition out in Albuquerque, they got all my stuff right. Stan Efforting helped me on my diet, and just mainly Coach Wink and Coach Greg, they were there for me through everything. And then Jeremy Laughlin, he came down here, and it's like we never missed a beat. So I have to extend a huge shout out and a huge thank you to those guys. Then everyone else at my job, my coworkers, they've been extremely forgiving with my schedule and let me miss a lot of work to come do this fight. So shout out to those guys and hashtag FTK.
There you go, Juan Adams victorious here at Fury 46. Congrats on the win, go out there and celebrate.
Thank you, man.